Thank you for the question. America is not there by the name America, but the characteristics of this great nation is there. And it's in prophetic language. So it's talking about a modern Babylon in the book of Revelations. And it's talking about a modern Rome and a modern Egypt that had not yet come into existence. So the Bible is pointing your attention to a future nation that is similar, that resembles, that mirrors the characteristics of the ancient Babylon and the ancient Egypt and the ancient Rome, all of them which were slave empires. So America fulfills that. America is the modern Rome, the modern Egypt, and in the symbolism in the great seal of the United States, in her motto, you have right there the all eyes seeing and the pyramid of Giza in Egypt. So she has within her own seal, she has the she has Egypt in it, she has Rome in it. And if that is difficult to identify, then the second part of your question should make it easy or easier, because the prophecy of Abraham's seed being in a strange land among a strange people for 400 years. Well, those who say they are Jews, they did not fulfill that prophecy. For when Jesus was among them, and Jesus was talking about the truth shall set you free. And they said, it's in John, the 8th chapter, how can we be set free when we have not been slaves to any man? Now, Jesus came 2,000 years after Moses, and the so-called enslavement and bondage of the people of God under the name the children of Israel with Moses 2,000 years earlier. So these are Jews speaking. And evidently, in their response to Jesus, they had no record of being enslaved to anyone. Jewish scholars today cannot find any historical, credible evidence that what is written in the Bible in the book of Exodus ever took place. So the real children of Israel are a people who were taken from their native land, their native people, made slaves to another in a strange land, not of their own. And the scripture says, after that time, God would come. He would judge that nation, and he would deliver his people, and they would come out with a great substance. We are the fulfillment of the seed or the offspring of Abraham. We are the fulfillment of God taking the bottom rail to place it on the top and making the tail the head. We are the fulfillment of that special, particular, and peculiar people in the scripture that Jesus, in his parables of the lost sheep and the lost coin and the prodigal son, all of these parables have to do with you, beautiful brother and sister. You are the key to the scriptures. You are the key to the whole world. Why? Because if it were not for our enslavement, our captivity, God would not have come on the scene. And those of you who are familiar with the Bible story of Moses, the children of Israel, Pharaoh, and God paying his visit to Egypt, you will find that God made Pharaoh, brother Donnell, and it was because of Pharaoh and the condition of the children of Israel that God came down and paid a visit, introduced himself, and from Egypt, the whole world would know that he is God. That is happening in real time, of which we are the fulfillment of, that never took place back then 4,000 years ago.